Iran warns of retaliation if the US attack. Hundreds killed as nationwide protests shake the country. Introduction. As the world closely watches development in the Middle East, Iran is facing one of the most serious crises in its recent history. What began as public protest against economic hardship has rapidly evolved into a nationwide uprising, challenging the country's leadership. Amid this unrest, Iran has issued strong warnings to the United States, vowing several retaliation if Washington intervenes militarily in Iran's internal affairs. How did the protest begin? The protest erupted in late 2025, driven primarily by deeply rooted economic and social frustration including several economic decline, the collapse of Iran's currency, the leu, sharp increases in food, fuel, and medicine prices, rising unemployment, especially among the youth, growing hopelessness about the country's future. These pressures pushed thousands of Iranians, particularly young people and women, into the street demanding meaningful political and economic reforms. The death toll, how many have died? International human rights organizations report that more than 500 people have been killed already. Most victims are unnamed. Let me repeat again. Most victims are unnamed civilians. Thousands more have been arrested. Journalists and human rights activists have been detained. Iranian authorities, however, claim that several members of the security forces have also been killed and accuse protesters of being looters and foreign-backed saboteurs. The government cracked down. To suppress the protests, the Iranian government has taken harsh measures, including nationwide internet shutdown, heavy deployment of police and military forces, use of live ammunition against demonstrators, threats of capital punishment for those accused of leading protests. These actions have down. Let me repeat again. Threat of capital punishment for those accused of leading protests. These actions have drawn widespread international condemnation, with many accusing Iran of grave human rights violation. Iran's warning to the US and Israel. As the United States and its allies criticized Tehran's response and voiced support for protesters, Iran's leadership issued stern warnings. The Speaker of Iran's parliament stated, if the United States launched any military action against Iran, its military-based naval forces and allies, including Israel, will become legitimate target. Iranian officials accuse the US and Israel of fueling the protests, using social media to destabilize the country, seeking to overthrow Iran's Islamic government. The US position. The United States has expressed deep concern over the violence, stating that it supports the Iranian people's right to peaceful protest. It condemns the killing of civilians. It is prepared to assist the Iranian people if repression continues while no direct military action has been announced. Reports indicate that Washington is reviewing several options, including expanded economics, sanctions, cyber operation, increased diplomatic and political pressures. These developments have significantly escalated tension between the two nations, regional and global implications. The crisis in Iran carries serious consequences beyond its borders, including the risk of a wide Middle East conflict, rising global oil prices, disruption of international trade, a potential refuge crisis. Israel has reportedly placed its military on high alert in response to Iran's threats. Calls for restraint. The United Nations and other international organizations have urged Iran to halt the use of excessive force, protection of civilian lives, dialogue between the government and protesters, all parties, including the US, to avoid military escalation. Iran now stands at a critical crossroad. The combination of mass protest, deadly repression, and rising international tension presents a dangerous and unpredictable situation. Whether Iran's leadership choose dialogue or force, and whether the United States intervenes, could shape the future of the country and the stability of the entire region. Will Iran succeed? Will Iran succeed in calming public anger?